The first thing anyone noticed about him was the way he kept looking toward the door. Not with fear, not with confusion, just quiet hope. That's what stood out when they found Donguri, an old dog who had waited 15 long years for someone who was never coming back. A neighbor had called for help after spotting him lying beside a small wooden shelter. When the rescuer arrived, Donguri didn't bark or cry. He simply lifted his tired eyes, almost as if asking, "Are you here for me?" That one look said everything. It showed all the years he had stayed in the same place, listening for footsteps that had stopped a long time ago. The neighbor explained that Donguri's family had moved away. A new house, a new life, and they chose to leave their old dog behind. He wasn't even free to roam. They had tied him there with no real chance to move on. For a dog who had given them all his loyalty, it was a heartbreaking end. When food and water were offered, Donguri gave a slow wag of his tail. He was unsure, but clearly wanted to believe someone finally cared. As they walked him out of the yard, he paused and sniffed the air. Every sound and smell seemed new. It was likely his first real walk in years, but even with everything unfamiliar around him, something small sparked inside his steps, became a little lighter, and his eyes seemed brighter. At the clinic, the team ran tests. The results showed early heartworm, weak lungs, and a hidden mass. It was a lot for an older dog, but Donguri stayed calm. He leaned gently against the rescuer's leg, as if saying he was ready to keep trying. The staff worked carefully: oxygen, medicine, warm blankets, quiet voices. They treated him with the kindness he had been missing for so long. Within hours, Donguri started responding. His breathing improved, his eyes opened wider, and he even nudged a nurse's hand, surprising everyone. It was amazing how quickly a dog could change when he felt safe. A specialist later explained that the road ahead wouldn't be simple, but there was still hope. So the team built a routine around what Donguri needed: soft meals, short walks inside the clinic, gentle stretching, calm music during naps. One thing he loved the most was the smell of flowers. Whenever someone brought in a bouquet, he would lift his nose and breathe in like it was his favorite moment of the day. Slowly, day by day, Donguri changed. He liked standing by the window to feel the sunlight. He followed staff members around at his own pace. And whenever the rescuer visited, he curled up beside their feet, using a shoe as his pillow. Their bond grew naturally, built on patience and trust. One afternoon, Donguri surprised everyone. He managed a tiny trot down the hallway. It wasn't far, but to him it was a victory. The whole clinic cheered, and Donguri looked up with a soft, happy glow. He knew he finally mattered. From then on, every small step felt like a gift. He enjoyed warm meals, gentle petting, and long naps where he finally slept peacefully. Even though he tired easily, he carried a calm spirit. He seemed grateful for every simple moment. On the night before his final rest, Donguri leaned against the rescuer for a long time. His breathing was slow, his eyes half closed. They whispered to him that he was safe now, that he was loved, and that he didn't have to wait anymore. And he relaxed, finally letting go of the long years he had spent alone. Donguri didn't leave this world forgotten. He left, knowing he mattered, knowing someone had stayed with him when he needed it most. His story is a reminder that even older animals, even the ones left behind, still hope for kindness, and all it takes is one person to change the ending of their story. If Donguri's journey touched your heart, feel free to like or share this story. It helps more animals find the love they deserve.